Okay, the next way we're going to talk about using the oils is topical application. This is one of my favorite ways to use the oils because it's so easy. I just put the oil in my hands and put it on most of the time. There are a few oils though that are hot or they can cause heat to your skin, kind of a burning sensation, and that's because they're just so concentrated and so potent. And so you can dilute them, and that makes it super easy and really cost effective as well. I have friends that dilute every oil they use because they know it really does not take very much oil to cause a positive effect in your body, okay? So let's talk about some of the things that I use to dilute my oils with. I use coconut oil all the time because we cook with it, so we have a lot of it. In fact, I buy it by the gallon. I get mine from Tropical Traditions, and I love it. So really, I would encourage you guys to, if you already cook with coconut oil and you have a good quality oil like that. I also use olive oil. But you want to make sure it's a good quality vegetable oil. Young Living does also have the V6 oil, and I know people that love that and they use it all the time. I use these oils because they're what I have on hand. So if it's an oil like Stress Away, I can take that and I can just apply it to myself and I won't have any problems whatsoever. If it's an oil like Thieves, however, Thieves is a really hot oil, so I'm going to need to dilute that, especially if I'm putting it on my children. So what I'll do is, usually I'll just take a little bit of coconut oil, I'll rub it in my hands, put a drop of Thieves, and then I'll apply it. If it still feels hot, then I will apply a little bit more carrier oil, even after I've applied the essential oil, okay? So you can dilute it even after it's been applied. So that makes it really easy. You always want to dilute on young children and just start on the bottom of their feet and start really gently and really slow. But I want to talk to you today about some really quick, easy ways to dilute the oil so that they're ready to go when you have them. One of my favorite things to do when I'm using an oil a lot is to make a little balm of some kind. And really all I do is I just take a little mason jar and about, I think this is probably like half a cup of coconut oil. I just took a scoop of it and put it in here and so it's almost not, it's 91 degrees in October here in Texas, so it's a little gushy, all right? So coconut oil works well for me because I live in a hot state a warm climate, and it stays pretty, it doesn't get hard for very many months out of the year. Otherwise, you might want to use olive oil or fractionated coconut oil is actually stays liquid. But I could take an oil like RC, and I would put probably in this maybe 20-25 drops of RC in here. And that makes an amazing chest rub. So then I put a lid on it, and I put chest rub on the top. I might even put RC chest rub, something like that. And then it's labeled. I know what it is because you will forget, okay? Label with it what you put in it, especially if you share it with a friend and they're like, that was great, what was it? And you go, I don't remember, what did I give you? Okay, so it's great, and I love to mix things up to share with friends because it makes it easier for them to use it. It also makes it last a little longer than me just handing them a sample with a few drops of oil so that they can use it over a few days and really see an impact. Another great oil to do that with is Pan Away. All right, Pan Away is a super potent oil. It has wintergreen in it, and you can take Pan Away and put again, 20-25 drops in here, and that makes a great muscle rub for after workouts and things like that. It smells fantastic. It smells like root beer or Biofreeze. It just has a great, I'm actually going to smell it right now because it just has a really great scent that I love. Another really great one for this is Digest. Digest is an oil that's great for your digestive system, great for digestive support. So putting it on there, and then you have a tummy rub that you can use after meals, you can use on your kids and things like that, and it just makes it so easy to use. For those of you that don't like the idea of sticking your hand in something dewy, my husband would be one of those people. Then we have roller bottles. Roller bottles you can order these on Amazon, you can get these anywhere, but roller bottles are a really great way to have them ready to go. And for roller bottles, I don't use coconut oil, that's when I bring in the olive oil. But you just take it, and it's the same kind of concept. You pop the top off. These actually, you can stick your fingernail under there and pull them off the way these work. All of them work a little bit differently. But I fill it up, about 3/4 of the way with olive oil, and I put 15 to 20 drops of whatever oil I need in there. And then it's and this one, in fact, says pan away on the top, and it's ready to go. In fact, I need to make another one. You see how low I am on this? It's ready to go, and this is the kind of thing that I keep in my husband's gym bag or on his side of the bed because it's just so easy to have it handy instead of walking around with the actual pan away bottle and using a lot at one time, or feeling like if you get out in public and you can't really, you don't have a carrier oil with you, and then you feel like you can't even use that oil. So this just makes it so easy. It makes them last longer too. So one of the things that I like when applying the oils topically is layering. So when you layer oils, it's like you start with one and then you lay, and usually we do this along the spine, especially when our bodies are really stressed and need some extra support. Do it along the spine. You start with one oil and then you layer. And that's what I like to do is I like to add copaiba to any time I'm layering oils or doing a combination of oils. Copaiba is called an enhancing oil, and it really enhances the effects of the other oils. It drives them deeper. Peppermint is also a driving oil, so that's a good one, but copaiba is known as an enhancer. So it's a great oil to just use in combination with any others that you are utilizing. So those are some of the ways that we do topical application. You can do with the muscle rubs and tummy rubs and things like that. With little ones, you can make it a full like massage and something that they really enjoy. I really love to just take the oils and apply them to the back of my neck. Some things that I want you to know about and just be aware of is some oils, the citrus oils in particular are photosensitive. They'll make your skin photosensitive. That means if I take a lemon and I put it on my hand and I apply it to the back of my neck, or bergamot. I do this a lot with bergamot. I forget that it's the citrus oil. Apply it to the back of my neck, and then I go out to my son's baseball game on Saturday. The back of my neck is going to get burned. It just makes my skin photosensitive. And for me, I have an olive complexion. I tan pretty easily, but it does it to me, and I will burn on the back of my neck. So just be aware of that. Summer months when you're out in the sunlight, put citrus oils where the sun don't shine, okay? So that's a little helpful tip for you. Also, if you ever get an oil in your eye, it will happen. When you start using oils, you'll think, that's silly, how could that ever happen? But it will. It will happen because you will, do a tummy rub on Joe Bob before he goes to bed, and then you will maybe even wash your hands, but you'll go and take your contacts out, and voila, you have oils in your eye and it burns. Do not flush with water. Okay, this is one of those things where science class, is taught you flush with water, flush with water. Don't flush with water. Instead, flush with an oil. Not an essential oil, a carrier oil. Go get some olive oil. I'll take a big loop of coconut oil and I'll just rub it on my eye, and there goes my mascara and everything all at the same time, okay? So it really gets in there and helps pull that oil out because oils cut oils, right? Okay, so those are some just helpful tips for you on how to actually practically use these oils in your house topically on a daily basis. Stay tuned for more information on how to take them internally.